All right, y'all. This is gonna be a very short one compared to what I usually put out. Um, Look, man, and I get it. There's people who are excited because hey, their draft pick Io is playing exceptionally well. But we gotta cut the crap. This nigga is not better than Zoe. Okay, playing very well, exceeding expectations, I would say, but he's not better than Zoe. Okay, but I get it. But if you guys want to go ahead and trade Lonzo, hey, I don't have an issue with it. Send him off. Send him off because Io's gonna have to now guard the best players on the opposing teams, and they're gonna key in and lock in on them. And that's a different kind of pressure. That's a different kind of work. You might not get 45% a night. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is not to hate or disparage on Io because I like him. But some of these takes I'm seeing on Twitter right now, it's like, oh, he should start when Zoe gets back. What? Nah. Zoe's way better defensively, better passer, and better shooter. Um, nah, not at all. And Zoe does way too much that, quite frankly, doesn't show up in the stat sheet. But yeah, this shit is getting ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. At first it was Kobe, now it's Io. You know, next week y'all will be saying, "Hey, Troy Brown. Troy Brown should play point guard." But that's enough of that. Look, here's the other thing I want to talk about. This fucking team pisses me the fuck off. So, yes, they won the game tonight. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. Because here's my fucking issue, right? You took out basically the exoskeleton on defense. You don't have Caruso, you don't have Zoe, you don't have Derrick Jones. Outside of Javante Green, that's probably your core defensively. Those are your guys that night in and night out, you know what they're going to give you defensively. And you're giving up like 60 points the last few games by halftime? What? You gave up over 115 tonight to the Orlando Magic? And I get it, matchups and things like that, I get it. But come on, man. This is fucking pathetic. Y'all just out there letting people walk all over you. What happened to that defense talk, DeMar? The last game you were talking about, oh yeah, we gotta step it up on defense. I ain't seen shit. This team does not play defense without those guys, and this is a problem, man. Because you can't make it through the league just doing this like, oh, this is gonna be acceptable. No. You gotta play defense consistently. Look at Phoenix. Look at Golden State. Consistently. Consistently. They play half-ass defense. Nobody can stay in front of their man on the point of attack. No sort of rim protection. You're shitty in the pick and roll. Your transition defense sucks. But that's been sucking all year. Some of this stuff has been sucking all year. And it's just only more exacerbated for the simple fact that Caruso and DJ are not there. Like, this shit is getting out of fucking control. It's getting to the point where yes, you got to get DeMar and Zach LaVine to give you damn near 30. Vooch got to give you damn near 20 just for you to have a shot to beat teams. Like you're not going to beat the elite teams without Caruso and Lonzo. You're not going to beat them consistently. But even the garbage teams, like this game was tied at one point in the fourth quarter late in the game. You're tied with the Orlando Magic late in the game, and you got DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, and Zach LaVine. You should not be in those situations. You should not. Oh, we're gonna get Pat Will back. And what the fuck is he gonna do? Oh, we need Caruso back more because what the fuck is he supposed to do? He can't play for all five people on defense. Neither can Lonzo. Neither can Derrick Jones. There's nobody in the league that can cover all five guys on defense at the same fucking time. Miscommunication, and I get it. You might say, well, some of these guys are playing out of position, blah, blah, blah. Communication shouldn't change. If you've been communicating the beginning of the year, you should be communicating right now. These are habits that should have been built by, hint, your coach. You guys should be communicating on defense. I don't want to see people missing assignments like they do. People are making rookie fucking mistakes. And I get it. You're kind of undersized. Orlando's one of those teams that got a lot of front court depth, so they're going to be a hassle. They're going to be a handful. I get it. But you can still do things even if they just make tough shots. The ease of which they're getting to their spots and their locations, it's unfucking real, man. And I can't look, put agendas aside. If you're just a basketball fan, there's no way you can watch this and be happy and say, okay, this is what we want to see from the team. But they got the W. Yes, they beat a tanking Orlando Magic team that still had the game tied in the fourth quarter when you got an all-star starter in DeMar DeRozan and you got another all-star directly next to him in Zach LaVine, who probably should be started, but I digress. Nikola Vucevic, former all-star. You got those three. And we're struggling against who? Oh, okay. 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 This is the shit I've been talking about all year, man. It's only showing up more because the three players are not here. Now Vooch is fucked because he can't play up high because he can't recover. And anybody can just shoot mid range on him all day because nobody can fight over screens and get back in front of their man. You just can't substitute those dudes and think, oh shit, everything's gonna be nice. Okay, sure, Kobe could go get you 15 or 16, but he's also gonna give up 18 to 20. That's a net negative for me. Sure, DeRozan is gonna go get you 20 something points, but if his guy's giving you like 18, 8, and 8, so I'll give you 13 points. So what? A team you clearly have more talent in just played you tightly into the fourth quarter. Sure, you win by double digits at the very end. You still win by double digits. What is it, 115 and 126? Well, the defense showed up when it mattered. Well, let me tell you something. The entire game matters. If they didn't show up for the entire game, I don't want to fucking hear it. They didn't show up. 63 points at half. That is bullshit for this team. 115 for the game. That is bull. So basically, what you're telling me is this team was averaging 62 and a half points every half. Every half. Basically. Okay, clearly the math is off. But work with me here, okay? So y'all get in the comments, oh, G-Strokes don't know math. He's stupid as fuck. He don't know what numbers do. I don't like this, man. Zach LaVine played defense all for Pop this summer in the Olympics. Where is that shit? I need to get off here before I. Because if I keep ranting, this shit is gonna go someplace I don't want it to go. I am so pissed off right now. Jay Strokes is a NBA YouTuber that gets pissed off even when the team wins. I don't give a fuck. I want to see better basketball, man. Is that too much to ask for? I don't want you to just be committed on the offense. I want you to be committed on offense and defense. I want you locking down and preventing the other team to score to mean as much to you as putting the ball in the fucking hole. Y'all got 50 million ways to put the ball in the hole, but you don't have 50 million ways to stop somebody. It's fucking pathetic, man. I don't like this. I also don't like this dribble the air off the ball, ISO for like 16 seconds, and then pass the ball to someone to take a shot. I don't like that, man. Can we get more ball movement? But I got 9 assists. He got 9 assists. And he getting assists. Oh my god, get assists, J Stroke. He get assists. So that means somebody's moving the ball. I just want to see better ball, man. That's it. Even if they lose, I wouldn't have a problem if they lost and they played the game the right way. But they won. Why do you care? Because the same shit that they're doing now that they won or winning doing now in the regular season, those habits will show up in the postseason. And I will be here to tell you guys this is what I was telling you about earlier. They need to put into practice the correct habits so that they are doing those things at all times. So when they play in the postseason, they don't fuck up and make these issues. What's going to happen is when shit gets tight, they're going to fuck up. And the same shit that happened that caused them to win, well, that they won games that they could have got beat in a regular season, they're not going to be able to do that shit in the postseason when teams are keyed in and end up going after all of your habits and tendencies, and then the points are much harder to come by. Yeah, wing scores like Zach LaVine and DeRozan make their money in the playoffs because that's what you need. You need wing scorers. And I don't want to undervalue the importance of putting the ball in the hole, but there has to be value in keeping the opposing team from getting good looks, good shots consistently, which will lead a team that wins. Because it doesn't matter how many points you put up if your opponent knows they can go down there and score at 100% efficiency. 90%, 80%, 60%, 50% efficiency. If you know if you go down the court every other time you're going to make a shot, it makes the game so much more easy for you. We need a better standard. The fact that three guys, maybe four, and I know people are going to say Cook, other people are going to talk about, Troy Brown off the bench, Ayo plays defense. I know people are going to say, but let's be real. The bulk of the minutes are played by Caruso, Lonzo, and Derrick Jones Jr. and Javonte Green. And those guys carry the bulk of the defensive load for this team. Oh, but Ayo's numbers say he's elite. He's one of the best defenders, in the game because of the stats. He also doesn't have the matchup difficulty of some of his teammates. He's also playing inferior competition right now. He also has the bulk of this year guarding inferior competition because he's normally playing bench guys. Meanwhile, Lonzo has to guard Jaylen Brown, Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, Julius Randle, KD, Kyrie, Harden, his own brother Melo, Brandon Ingram. Bulls win the game, but they could be better, and we should expect better of them. Y'all have a good night. Peace.